Hello and welcome back. Thank you for joining us for Now You're Cooking. I'm Yolanda Rogers Ballard, and of course my wonderful husband Jamie is producing as well as filming, and our lovely daughter is doing her viola practices. That's viola, not violin. Many people get it all mixed up and twisted, but anyhow, there is a difference. But she's not a part of the program today. Anyhow, today's program we're going to make homemade pizzas. You can get homemade pizza recipes either online, at your local library, through a cookbook, through a friend, through a recipe sharing club that you're a part of, or what have you. You can always try any recipe that you like. Try any types of doughs. You can make your own doughs, or you can get the pre-made doughs. The kind that we like as far as pizza crust doughs is from Pillsbury. We also like bubbly, but at this point in time we're just going to use the Pillsbury for today's segment. I usually like to pre-bake mine just a little bit to get it a little bit baked. Some people like to just put their toppings on a uncooked dough or pizza crust. I don't like that because I like mine a little more crispy, so I like to put mine in the oven and let it bake for a little bit. We'll show you how we do that in a moment. Also, because my daughter and I, we tend to like just plain cheese pizzas. My husband, he likes his fully loaded with lots of meats and toppings. And one of the types of meats he'll be using is a pepperoni. We're not promoting Hormel, but you know, this is the kind that we have to use in today's segment. Also, the pizza sauces that I've tried in the past, most of them don't have a really good, rich, good clean flavor that I like for my pizza to have. I don't want it to taste so tomatoey or too pasty. So I found that contadina or contadina, however you want to pronounce it, it works best for us. That's just the oven. This is the pepperoni flavored, which my husband will be using with his, and my daughter and I will use just the plain kind. I also add a little zip and zang to mine, you know I have to, with didn't use any seasoning salt, but I do use a little garlic powder, a little onion powder, or you can use fresh onions, and I do use a little pepper to flavor up my pizza sauce. I just like a little bit more zip and zang to mine. My husband also will use some bacon on his, which you can get any type of bacon, any flavor, and he's also using ground pepper, ground beef, I think, not ground peppers, right? Ground beef. Apologize about that. We all slip up every once in a while. So you can just brown your own ground beef and put your bacon on it along with whatever pepperonis you want to use, and you're good to go. Whatever meats, toppings, or no meats and toppings that you want to use on yours, whatever type of pizza crust or dough that you want to use, it's up to you. We'll be back in a moment. Thank you. And we're back. Thank you for joining us. Just to let you know that I've allowed my pizza crust or pizza dough to get a little brown, and again, you don't want it to get too brown, so just for a few seconds in the oven just to kind of let the olive oil seep through. Again, my husband doesn't prefer to do his that way, so again, you have a lot of varieties just in this household. We also like to place oregano and parsley flakes on our items as far as our either you can put it directly in your pizza sauce, or you can put it on top of your cheese once you've layered your pizza. I'm going to finish mine up with a little bit of oregano, just to give it that additional zip and zang. And then with some parsley flakes. Any of your extra sauce that you may have from your pizza sauce, you can always put it in a sealed tight container and put it in your freezer and use it in about, I would say, no more than 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks is kind of pushing it, but keep it in the freezer. And you want to foil line your pan before you put it into the oven. That helps with easy cleanup. You don't have to, but it helps with that. Use whatever recipe you want, whatever vegetables, cheese, or meats that you want. And then, of course, to add a little bit more to your meal, you want to add some fruit on the side or a salad on the side to make it a little bit more healthy. We'll be right back when it's ready to taste, and this is a sample of my pizza, which is just the cheese for me and my daughter. and a sample of my husband's pizza, which is loaded with meats and cheeses. We'll be right back. Thank you. Hello, and this part of our segment is called Can We Talk? This is where I sit down and give you some extra tidbits and some other things that are on my mind that I want to talk about, if you don't mind. I was going to say, whenever you're in a grocery store or wherever you are, that you are like maybe at a cooking show or something, or a grocery store, and they have these recipe cards, you may want to pick some up. These are also great for helping you to come up with different recipe ideas and thoughts. You can add to them and take away, and there's a lot of great ones. A lot of great ideas and suggestions there. So pick some up. Maybe they may help with some recipe ideas that you need. Because we are doing pizza, I wanted to give you some information that I found online, and it indicates that the word pizza is unclear as far as when it first appeared in the Latin language. However, it was considered a flatbread that was served to peasants on the streets many hundreds, maybe a couple of thousand years ago. And according to the information as well, it says in the 17th century Italy, this flatbread was covered with like a white sauce, and it wasn't until around, I think, the 1800s. It says June of 1889, to honor the Queen Consort of Italy, Margherita of Savoy, the Neapolitan chef Esposito created the pizza margherita, a pizza that was garnished with tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, and basil to represent the colors of the Italian flag. He was the first to add cheese. So this particular flatbread dish, which has its origins in Italy as well as in medieval areas along the Mediterranean, didn't really have a name for quite some time. But we'll be back to taste and sample our pizza in just a second. Thank you for joining me for Can We Talk? Hello, back. The pizzas are done. This is Jamie's fully loaded pizza. Delicious looking. This is the cheese pizza. What we normally do is take the foil out, take our chopping board or wooden block board, and a pizza cutter, slice our pizzas, and then we put it back in our foil trays, and we're good to go. Let's taste our pizza. Awesome. I paired mine up with some fruit for healthiness, and also a glass of wine, just because I like little ice pellets in mine. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. I'm getting ready to finish up my pizza. Hey guys, just wanted to let you know right quick, I saw this cake on sale at the grocery store. If you're at a bakery or a grocery and you see one on sale, grab it. It's a good deal and buy for you to have a dessert. But I added some chocolate ice cream and some whipped cream, and I got me an instant dessert. It's good. See you next time. Okay, I'm gone for real this time, y'all. Bye-bye.